big mistake that I had done. So I was putting them up into 4s, and the mistake I did, I want to welcome you back to the channel and also wish you a Merry Christmas. I am posting this Christmas morning, so I hope you're having a wonderful Christmas, spending it with family. If you are new here, my name's Richard. I'm a part-time reseller where I go to thrift stores and garage sales. I take those undervalued items and I sell them on eBay for a profit. Today is going to be a what sold video. I'm going to let you know where I picked the item up, what I paid for the item, and also what the item sold for. One topic I want to talk about today is that is on the Kellogg cereal bowls. These ones right here, a lot of them up into 4s. And I picked up a box of them for $15 at a local thrift store, and it had 23 sets in them. Well, you know, as a reseller, when you get an item like that, you don't put up all 23 lots of them. I ran out of quantity on the listing and had to do a sell similar. What that caused is, at the time, I had 20 watchers on that item. I lost all those 20 watchers because I didn't keep increasing the quantity as I sold. And yes, why don't you just post all the quantity? The reason why is when you start running low on a quantity item, eBay starts pushing it out to those watchers, letting them know that my inventory is running low and they probably need to go out and buy that. So I have now since got these relisted. I put another 4, and as they sell, I'm going to keep incrementing up the quantity as I sell them. So enough talking. Let's jump into the eBay store and see what's sold. Okay, before we start pulling orders, I did get a return. I know what this is. These are I believe they're the 517 jeans. I did talk with the buyer, and he had told me apparently the boot cut ones that come from Mexico, apparently the inseam is not correct on the tag. So before I relist these, I will probably go ahead and measure them and make sure and show pictures in the listing. So let's go and open it, make sure that's what it is. Yeah, right now I'm gonna cut the jeans. Let's go this way. This side. Here we go. Okay, they appear to be the right jeans. These were brand new without tags. You can see, never been washed. Wrong size or doesn't fit. Now, I did tell, so I'll go ahead and get these rephotoed and relisted. I did tell the buyer that I would go ahead and refund him back the price for the item, and I would refund him back the shipping. Now, let's jump into the eBay store and see what's sold. Today, we've got 11 orders going out for $370, so let's start pulling. First thing we have going out is Department 56 Mercury Glass Santa race car ornament, hand painted. So I have a bin that I put all the ones I've just listed. So we'll go over to that bin and start and pull it. So I put it in the aisleway here just because I haven't gotten a label on it yet. Went to the thrift store last week and they were doing 50% off on Christmas, and I just went through and was buying a lot of the ornaments. This one's a pretty good one. It's going to be right over here. Okay, let's put that one in. We don't want to break it. So you can see, this is a Mercury glass bulb. It's the Santa's racing ornament, and they did write on the box $19.99. So they had at the thrift store this for $8, but it was 50% off, so cost of goods is $4. This sold for $29.95, and the buyer is paying $8 in shipping. Now this next item I picked up at I need to quit saying my thrift store. I picked up at a scratch that. I picked up at one of my local thrift stores. How's that sound? This is a GBC Pro Click P50, and it's a manual desktop binding punch. This has been in 2. Oh, that's right down here. Let's gotta move this out of the way. So it did have a box of the Pro Click spines, so I included that with it. Picked this up at my local thrift store. Are
you serious?
For $4. This sold for $55.21, and the buyer is paying $14.30 in shipping. Okay, the next item picked up at one of my local thrift. There I go again. Picked up at one of the local thrift stores here in town. This is a Pampered Chef cookie press plus 16 discs, item $15.25, and there's nothing in the custom SKU, so that tells me it's probably over here. And that's it right there. Picked this up at my local thrift store. I'm into it for $2. This sold for $29.97, and the buyer is paying $10.55 in shipping. Next item going out, we got some of the free magazines going out, so let's go get those. So I still have some of them out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull those out, and then I'll come right back. Okay, so I was able to find them. This buyer actually came in and bought 2 magazines. They bought the Beatles, the White Album. This sold for $11.01, and the buyer is paying $3.92 in shipping. And they bought the trivia book of the Beatles. So into these for nothing. I get them free at my local thrift store. This one sold for $8.46, and the buyer is paying $3.92 in shipping. Okay, next thing we have going out is a lot of 2 Johnson Brother Victorian Merry Christmas salad plates. I picked up the entire set when I went to North Carolina, went to FlipCon, and I sold the dinner plates off. So these are the salad plates, and I don't have an actual custom SKU for those, but they should be up on the shelf here somewhere. Let's see, I think they're right down there, but let's pull up the listing and look at the picture just to make sure. Okay, yes, it's those ones down there. I'm not sure why I lotted them into 2s. Oh, now I do. So like I said, I picked these up in North Carolina. I bought the entire bin for $10, and it was a brand new bin. So as you can see, I used the clear totes, and that's what it was. So that was definitely a good buy for me. So the entire set I picked up wasn't complete, but it did have enough of the dishes. We've made our money back since. Bought the whole tote for $10. These sold for $16.96, and the buyer is paying $11.80 in shipping. And this is what it looks like on the back of the plate. So if you ever run across these can sell for some pretty good money, especially if you have the dinner plates. Next thing is a Realtree camouflage jean hunting pants. They're size 36, 34. They do have the double knee outdoors. This is in bin P2. And that's going to be right over here. And I did not put a custom SKU on that. In P2. Let's take this down. Oh, these should be them right there. Okay, this is probably before I started putting custom SKUs. Like you can see right here. That way, if I have two of the same, but maybe one's slightly size different, or maybe there's a defect in it, this helps me pull the correct one. Pick these up at a local thrift store here in town for $1. These sold for $22.91, and the buyer is paying $11 in shipping. What do you know? I said it right this time. Okay, looks like we're going back to that bin again with the Christmas ornament. Sold another one. This is a vintage 1991 Hallmark keepsake train locomotive Christmas ornament. And I did put holiday in the title. All right, let's take some of these magazines and put these back in here. Yep, here they are right here. So I have two of them, and the one I did the photos with is this box right here. The other one was a little bit better in condition. I listed them both for the same price. Says I paid $1 at my local thrift store, but I do remember I picked this up where it was 50% off. So I'm pretty sure I'm into this for 50 cents. This sold for $8.95, and the buyer is paying $5.05 in shipping. Just wanted to jump into the video real quick, and if you haven't already watched this video, go watch it, and you could and leave a comment, and you could be entered for a giveaway. So let's jump back in. Next item is a Curl-A-Dog special hot dog sausage slicer as seen on TV. And this doesn't have the location in the custom SKU, so I'm hoping it's over here. Oh, I think it's right down here. Yes. Picked this up in my local thrift store for $2. This sold for $21.21, and the buyer is paying $6.55 in shipping. Okay, next thing going out is a set of Gibson Dinnerware 2003 Christmas Holiday Snowman Frolic cereal bowls, set of 4. Now, I didn't put in the custom SKU, but I just listed this not too long ago. They're going to be on the shelf up front here. Those might be them down there. Yes. Let's pull up the photo and make sure I'm getting the right ones. Let's go back over here. Well, I was pretty sure. All right, let's go back over to this one. It should be on this shelf here somewhere, because I could tell they're the same patterns as these plates here. Those are not, well, no, those are not the bowls. Ah, there they are right there. You know, if I looked, it did tell me. I don't know what I was looking at when I said it didn't have the custom SKU. Says it right there. shelf 11, which is the older shelf. So that tells me that these aren't the ones I just recently listed. Picked up these at my local thrift store. I'm in the entire set for $3. These sold for $16.96, and the buyer is paying $13.75 in shipping. And we have one last item going out. We sold another set of the Kellogg glow-in-the-dark bowls. So if you remember, I picked up a box at my local thrift store. The whole box was $15, and inside the box it had, when I counted, there was 15 complete sets. It did have a few extra of some of the other bowls. So let's start pulling these. So, okay, what is going on with the camera? So this is like the Christmas, this is like the Christmas gift that just keeps giving. Into these for less than $1 a set. These sold for $26.66, and the buyer is paying $11.80 in shipping. Okay, it's the next day. I didn't have a chance to get the packages out yesterday. I had a sick grandchild I was taking care of, so I decided not to go to the post office. It's a nice thing about having 2-day handling. So I had 3 more orders come in, so I'm going to go ahead and pull those. So that'll put us up for a total of $400 and I believe it's $60. If I'm wrong, I'll put something here up on the screen. So let's pull these 3 items. First thing is we sold a Hallmark, just listed this, 1989 Tiny Tinker Elf Shoe Cobbler Magic Christmas ornament. It lights and it has motion. So that's going to be in the new bin we just did. It's this guy right here. So picked this up when one of the local thrift stores was having 50% off. So into this for $1.50. This sold for $15.98, and the buyer is paying $5.60 in shipping. Next thing is we sold another one of the Little Buddy Nintendo Super Mario 3D Land 9-inch Raccoon Tanuki Mario plush toy.
Mustache wearing an identical.
That's going to be in C3. That's over here, but I believe I can get to it easier on this side. Yep, there it is right there. Picked 2 of these up at the same time from one of the local thrift stores here. Into this one for 50 cents. This sold for $8.86, and the buyer is paying $5.70 in shipping. And the last item we're pulling today is a Simpsons Merry Christmas Santa Homer Simpson talking dash mount. And I did put needs batteries because it was brand new in the package, but it wasn't working, so it's obviously going to need batteries. So let's go get this. This is in the pile over here. And where did I put it? Oh, here it is right here. Picked this up at my local thrift store. It's not your thrift store. Why do you keep saying that? Into it for $1. This sold for $19.54, and the buyer is paying $8.10 in shipping. Today we just have one order going out, so I'll probably add this onto another video. Thing we have going out, it's a Jerson International Christmas Winter Snowman figure, 5 inches. It's in bin A. This is definitely an older listing. Okay, let's take some of this out. See if we can find it. Okay. This is it right here. Probably picked this up at a thrift store. I imagine maybe a garage sale, so probably only into this for about 25 cents. This sold for $9.48, and the buyer is paying $6.55 in shipping. Today we've got 4 orders going out for $91. 3 of those items are magazines, so we'll go ahead and get those right now. And I have pulled them already, just so I wouldn't spend time on the camera going through them. So this one, The Story of Carrie Fisher. Again, all these magazines I get at my thrift store for free. This sold for $6.76, and the buyer is paying $3.92 in shipping. Next magazine we have going out is Mad Stocking Stuffer Ho Ho Hum. Again, free at my thrift store. Now this buyer did pay high up on the shipping, so I need to take a look and see if I had a problem on the listing, but if it does contain ads, this cannot go out media mail. This sold for $8.46, and the buyer is paying $8.25 in shipping. And yes, I did confirm this, actually the last page, I just did that. Don't know what to get, don't need to go any further. As you can see right here, this is considered an ad. It's got a web address on there. So when you see stuff like this in a magazine, this definitely disqualifies it. Now the last magazine, this just came in this morning, so it is Saturday. I'm trying to get these out and close out my video before Christmas. So these are the last sales I'll have until after Christmas. This sold for $8.46, and the buyer is paying $3.92 in shipping. And the last thing we have going out is going to be right here. This is one of the ornaments I haven't put into inventory. I've got it in a bin. I just haven't labeled the bin. This is a Waterford Holiday Heirlooms Georgian Banquet Ball Ornament. And I also did put copper jeweled. So that's going to be right down here. Not that one. It's going to be this one right here. Oops. Picked this up at my local thrift store. I did pick up all the ornaments. They were half price. Paid $10 for this. This sold for $39.91, and the buyer is paying $8.15 in shipping. Now this video was definitely a little bit longer than I normally put out there, and that's because I wanted to get all the items that I shipped before Christmas onto this last video. So we did have quite a few items go out. We had 19 orders go out for $561. So again, let me wish all of you a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays. I hope this video gave you some ideas of some of the items you could pick up and resell for a profit. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. Really helps the channel. Also, too, if you're not subscribed, consider subscribing down below and hitting that bell notification, and you'll be notified the next time I do a video. Until next time, keep picking.